Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Chantal, and in today's video I'm going to give you a little bit of background information about myself, my natural hair journey, my channel's mission, and what motivated and inspired me to become a content creator slash YouTuber in 2020. If you want to be motivated and inspired by my story, then definitely keep on watching. So this channel is going to be focused on natural hair care, self-care, that's showing you self-love, wig reviews like this one as a protective style, beauty and lifestyle content to inspire, empower and motivate young girls and women to nurture and nourish their beautiful self. Okay, my name is Mrs. Bambot Chantal, but my friends and families call me Chanti or Ashanti Babes for short. I am a Christian and an aspiring nurse, married to my lovely handsome husband, Mr. Bambot Roland Fortu. We're blessed with two lovely daughters, Amaya and Amira. We're originally from West or Central Africa, Anglophone Cameroon to be precise. I speak a little bit of basic French and English and broken English. That's pidgin English. It's amazing to be alive, and it is a marvelous thing to live a life of purpose that inspires, motivates, and empowers people across the globe. Hence, it is a wonderful thing. It's an honor and a blessing to join the YouTube family, to give back to the community that I have benefited for the past 10 years now. Okay, so a whole bunch of stuff motivated me to start a YouTube channel this 2020. I'll start first by saying that in this life, I would rather not live a life of regrets. Not trying something at all, something you know you have a burning desire for. On the other hand, I would rather go through failures and have the experiences in this journey of life. That's the right part, because regrets breeds unhealthy stuff in our life. So it's better to give it a try than to not try at all. And I don't want to live a life where I'll live with regrets, and regrets brings discontent, and discontent breeds depression and unsatisfaction with life. So I would not want to live that kind of life. That's why I'm giving this a try. I have been putting this whole platform of mine to hold for a very long time, and I decided this time to take that leap of faith and give it a try. That's why I'm starting a YouTube channel in 2020. I've always had that burning desire for beauty in general. I've had this desire to create a platform where I will be sharing how I take care of my natural hair. Way back like 5 years ago, I remember me telling, I just stumbled upon this video just recently where I was telling my husband in that video that I would let him. Oh, D, you're going to do me videos on YouTube, how to take care of my hair, I'm gonna do that. Condition, I'm gonna do that. Shampoo. This whole idea away for a very long time. That time I was telling my husband to take a video of me taking care of my natural hair. Five years ago. That's a long time. And I remember I kept on procrastinating, letting the opinions of others and external factors and life in general, like things that happen to us, it just made me just put that. I didn't create that YouTube channel because I kept on procrastinating. I let the opinions of others get in the way, and I let external factors like things that happen to us in life, and that part right there really got through me, that it shut me down. Sometimes we let life get in the way of our dreams, our vision, our passion. Do not let that happen. I let that, and look at, I could have started my channel like 5 years ago, but I did not. The reason I put it away because I kept on procrastinating. I let the opinions of others get through me. Also, life in general, like for example, one of the things that really kept me back, that shut me up, the loss of a child. Like, I had a miscarriage. That was the first time we ever tried to I also remember losing so many loved ones at a very young age. That really crushed my spirit, and it made me to question life in general. Why do I have to put out anything out there or pursue anything in this life when at the end of the day I'm gonna die and just leave everything? But you know what? That was the devil right there, just pulling me out, clouding my mind, shutting me up. Don't let that happen. Don't let him get through you that way, because each and every one of us were created uniquely, and we all have our own purpose in this life. There's certain things that we were placed here on this earth to accomplish, and it's only through us that those things can become accomplished. God's plan can be accomplished. He doesn't have hands or legs to leave from the heavenly place to come do it. He put us in charge. That's why he gave us, all of us, we have people's destinies that are tied onto us. If we do not take our own part to act upon the purpose or what he has placed on us to do, guess what? It hinders the other people that he has put forth for you to bless their lives. Do not let the devil put you in that state of mind like he did for me. I'm no motivational speaker, but I'm just speaking from experience. Thank God for his hands upon my life, that I had to reach out and go closer to him, and he showed me the light back again, made me to understand. After watching and praying and studying the Bible, made me to understand that every person here on this earth, we have our own journey, and there's a time, whether we're old, young, everybody has their own time to live, and it's very important for you to find your purpose and to walk towards that, so that you can accomplish or do your work here on earth before your time is up. This time we're in is a troubling time, and people are hurt, people are losing their loved ones, people are losing their jobs and all that. So many things can be clouding your mind, and you questioning your faith in God and entire being here on this universe. Please do not let that cloud your mind. It did for me, but I came out of it. Please try as much as possible. Speak to your Father, Heavenly Father, every day, and he's going to give you clarity on understanding these things, why they happen to us, and continue to push through. Have that vision and go through for it. Have that burning desire for your passion and just do it. That's why I'm taking this leap of faith this time to give this a try. You never know whose life you might touch. You never know who might click with you. Because right here, right now, starting this whole YouTube channel, there might be someone whose hair texture looks exactly like mine, and that might motivate younger girls, especially black young girls. I never know whom I might inspire through my story to continue with the culture and heritage of our beautiful blackness. A lot of children or colored children can see themselves being represented in so many diverse platforms, you know. So that's one of the reasons I want to be among those whom the young girls can look up to as a role model, be inspired and see that they're beautiful no matter the color of their skin. Someone can look at them and say, you're beautiful, you're pretty, without adding but you're black. I want to keep on continuing with that movement of showing up and representing the black community. Another factor that has really motivated me to start up a YouTube channel in 2020 is the drive to give back to the community that I have benefited a lot. Because of natural hair or beauty channels like Jackie Aina, so I benefited from that. Right now I just have that drive to give back to the community that has taught me a lot, to share growth and bring out new face in another second batch or second generation of the natural hair community or the YouTube platform in general. I was once a student who learned from them, trying to twist my hair, do twist out, braid out. That's why I'm taking this leap of faith this time to make a YouTube channel in 2020. That was a lot. Okay. Another factor that really motivated me to start a YouTube channel, not just to be a consumer, but a producer. I want to be fruitful in my own little way in the universe. I'm really grateful and blessed for the work natural hair care YouTubers. I'm really grateful for what they've done over the years. They did an amazing job. Natural hair care channels like West African Babe, Natural 85, Natural Sisters, Chisel. Oh, I'm just gonna name just a few of them, but I'm gonna think of a picture of my daughters are never gonna go through what I went through putting relaxer in my hair. I understand that the older generation, especially the generation of my late mother, they never had the information we have right now. So most of them really resorted to having relaxers put on their hair to get it to a much more manageable stage where they could easily style their hair. But I just want to share that because of the great work of this amazing natural hair YouTubers, I now have the skills to take care of my daughter's hair. I'm gonna be doing videos of how I'm gonna be taking care of their hair. So I'm giving back to the community that have taught me over the years. With my experience, I know some mothers back in the days, like in Africa where I grew up, in Cameroon, some mothers didn't really know how to take care of our natural hair because it's so coily and it's difficult and time consuming to manage. So they just cut off our hair very low. For example, you have schools would let us cut our hair. That's why you see most children or females will have their hair very low, like a male, a boy, child. And I remember, like, if you see here in this picture in my boarding school that I went, St. Francis and PHS, Presbyterian High School, we had to cut our hair very low because the principal, that was one of the rules in the school, that we had to keep short hair because nobody got time to give for students to go take care of their hair. So they just cut it short, you know? So it's easy to manage. So we both look boys like boys. So you could never really differentiate a boy and a girl except they have like the features. So we had to cut our hair short. That's it. And I remember after I graduated from high school, I went over to the university there. I started growing my hair out. During that time, I was still using relaxers. So you could see right here on my hair back at the university. So I had my hair relaxed for a very long time, for like 5 years. You could see it right here. I had my hair relaxed for like 5 years. And then I think in 2010, I cut my hair for the first time. I went bald because I had lost my beloved grandmother, and it was a tradition at that time for us to cut our hair very short. It was a tradition. I won't go into details for that, but it was a tradition at that time that we had to cut our hair very low. After my high school, that's the first time I kept my hair really low like that. But after that, I grew my hair out again, and I continued using relaxers. And I happened to travel to Thailand, to travel out of the country for the first time ever to Thailand to teach English as a second language. That was in that's around 2014. So I was growing my hair out, still applying relaxers. Being the first time of me traveling out of the country as a young girl, I experienced a whole lot of things that I've never experienced in my life. A whole change of culture, like a difference in culture. And I met so many amazing people, very lovable, very kind and caring. I have families back there. I have amazing colleagues that are there. I know some of them might be watching. So Thailand is a very beautiful place. Sabai Sabai, always smiling. I had a wonderful and great experience throughout my journey or my stay there in Thailand. I had a wonderful, wonderful time, both at school and out of school. But there are some things that I experienced there that I've never experienced in my home country that made me to think about my blackness. I remember having the first experience back in Bangkok, where for the first time I wanted to, I entered a train or a bus, right? And I had to head somewhere to another city. When I was about getting into the bus, and you would see another person just moves away and covers their nose. That was the first time, and then it happened again on the train. It happened again on the bus. And I began to question. I've never experienced that, where I will walk in and then somebody just sees me and just move to the side and then covers their nose. I didn't understand that, and I had to ask my other brothers and sisters who are black or of African descent, why is that? Have they ever experienced something like that? And oh my goodness, they had so many things to share, that they have experienced that too. And I remember going to the school where I had to teach there, and I met the children who were so sweet, and some of them would look at me out of curiosity. Some of them will hold my hand and try to rub it to see if my color is gonna come off, or when I hold them, grab them by the hand, especially when we were doing conversational English. Some of them, I remember one boy, one day I grabbed his hand to bring another girl for him to talk with, and he took my hand off his hand, and he kept on cleaning his hand vigorously to take off the dirt. Like me holding him, it was like I put dirt on him, and he was cleaning his arm. I saw that, and that crushed my spirit. That's another one. That's another experience. And then also, the children could not understand how I could change my hair, like occasionally. One day I'm having short hair, the other day I'm rocking a box braid, another day I'm rocking a wig, long. So that's a difference of culture that is different from theirs, because they always have like if it's straight, it's straight. They can just color it or just coil it, that's it. But they could not understand why my hair, I could change my hair. Even the elderly ones, they could not understand why I changed my hair that much. Some were curious, some were amazed, but some could not understand how my hair, maybe my natural hair, how it looked like. Or I went one day to a beauty salon with my natural hair that it was relaxed, and she had to flat iron it, and she kept on touching my hair and saying it's different from what their texture is. So she tried to understand that bit. That's a whole nother story. So I remember going through that, and then another incident that really touched me was when I have one of my lovely colleagues, a lady, a wonderful lady and sweet lady. I remember walking past them up the stairs, and one of the Thai male teachers commented when I walked past that she is beautiful. Commented that She is beautiful. Okay, commented that Swai in Thai means beautiful. And then the female colleague of mine responded that Swai Badam means beautiful but black. That really touched me. And I asked the question to myself, and one other colleague too told me, why are you so confident? But why would they ask me that? So why couldn't they just say you're beautiful, but not attach my skin color to it? I had another experience in a classroom where students will call me Kunku Dam, Falang Dam. Dam means black. And I see how they ridicule some of the students in the class who are a little bit darker than the normal. Maybe their complexion is closer to mine. They will always point at them and attribute those students to me. And I saw how the way I carried myself, the way I would style my hair, put up my face and head high up, black. That gave some of the students who were darker in complexion some pride, some role model, no, not really pride, something to look. So I went through all these experiences and it made me think about my blackness. And I began to do research to find out things. I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, and one day I stumbled upon a research that was carried out where they use a white doll and a black doll, where they show that to kids. I think I'll just link a little bit of the clip right here. When I saw that video and the responses of those little angels, black children denying or saying that a black baby represented evil or bad and a white baby represented good, that crushed my spirit so much that I decided from that day forward and made a vow that I'm gonna love myself even much more than I had before. I embraced my blackness. I fell in love with myself in such a way that I'd never fell in love with myself like that ever, because I experienced racism outside of my country. I've never experienced such things that I experienced back there in Thailand. I've always been exposed to favoritism, tribalism, and all of the crazy stuff that we can go through in hardship in life. But I was never treated that way. I never experienced that. So experiencing that opened up so many things in me that after doing this research, I just had to decide to go natural. Then that time I started watching a lot of natural hair videos on YouTube and beauty, like makeup. So when I saw this amazing black women, amazing black girls putting out all the work to teach us how to take care of our natural hair, I decided to go completely natural while back still in Thailand as a teacher. And back in 2015, I remember just transitioning from the relaxed hair that I got. I transitioned for about 5 months, and then when I could no longer manage the two textures, the relaxed part and the new growth that was coming underneath that was unpermed, I had to cut off the relaxed. And you could see right here, I didn't care. At that point in time, I took it upon myself to embrace my heritage, my root, what God blessed me with. I decided to go natural in a land where I didn't know where or how I could find all these products that those girls were recommending. But I just fell in love with it so much that I didn't care. I didn't know how it would turn out. But I was having like an image of those other girls who had loose curls, who would do amazing styles on their hair and it would come out bomb. And I'll be fantasizing, thinking, oh, my hair is gonna grow out and I'm gonna style it. It's gonna come out this way when I do twists out to it. You know what? Guess what? Back in Thailand, I could not find even one single natural hair care product. but I took the chance. Luckily for me, I had one of my colleagues who was my roommate in Lana, God bless her. She was born in the United States, so one time she came over to visit the United States, and I asked her to buy natural hair care products for me, and she bought those things and then she sent them to me. I started using those few products from recommendations from amazing girls who at that time too were doing videos on YouTube at that time. So I took out those products that she sent and I started putting them into practice. I started doing twist outs, braid outs, and I started doing like homemade DIY hair conditioners from the videos that I saw, and I would apply that onto my hair, and I just went crazy about it. Every person I talked to, every girl I talked to, I remember at that time I tried to convince or convert them to go natural. Most of us, we didn't have like loose curls like what we used to see on the YouTube channel. So sometimes when I would do hair or twist out or hair wash and go and stuff like that, I'll do those things, applying those same products and following the steps, but my hair would not come out the way that the YouTuber hair came out. So it was disturbing and it became discouraging at one point. But at the end of the day, I was so happy. I began going out with my natural hair, putting it in a high puff and going to school with it. Some of my students don't want to touch it. I did Bantu knot out. I was just experimenting on the new movement, the new exciting journey that I had to embark on. I just felt that sense of relief. I don't know if any of you who went natural have ever experienced that. I felt that sense of relief, and like something was taken off of me, and that fighting power to love myself the more and embrace who I am. That's the kind of feeling I got when I went natural. And I never stopped. I remember we went visiting to my home country, and that was in 2016. I remember telling everyone, my family members and friends, trying to convince them to go natural. And even back home in my home country, I still found it very difficult to find natural hair care products to use to style my hair. I resorted to using the African-based shea butter and then trying to do DIY conditioners using avocado and all other hell of oils. So I remember doing a deep conditioner one day when I was back home in my home country, and I bought avocado and I blended it and I applied that into my hair. And I remember some of my sisters, they were like, "That's food, so you're gonna put that on your hair?" I'm like, "Yeah, we need to take care of our hair." So it was a whole journey that I really went through that I really loved. When God blessed and favored us, thank God we came here in the United States, where we have lots and lots and lots and lots of natural hair care products. I went crazy. I became a product junkie. I bought lots of stuff, all kind of products. Each time I watch a video and a YouTube recommends this product, I go buy it and try it, to try a wash and go, to try a twist out, to make it come out the way their hair would come out. But it did not. It was so frustrating sometimes, it did not. But I came to understand with the coming up of so many 4C naturals on YouTube, came to understand that it's not just about the curly nature or the way the hair comes out. It's more about the health of your hair, healthy nature of your child's hair, the healthy nature of your hair in general. Even if it's under a wig, you take care of it. If it's out of a wig, you take care of it. So it's all about, forget about the hair typing whatsoever, but it's all about the health of your hair. That's what I came to understand. Oh well, I know some people will be like, "Oh, it's just hair. Why are we taking this so serious?" No. It's not just hair. It's our heritage. It's not just hair. It's our crown. It's in the Bible. I'm gonna put a verse right here. It's our covering. Hair for a lady in the Bible is her covering. It's her glory. It's not just hair. is my heritage. It's not just hair. It's a time for me to bond with my daughters. You see that priceless moment right here where my daughter looks at me like that, making her feel and look beautiful, even with her natural hair. I want them to grow up and love their natural hair and know that they can still see themselves as beautiful. With a wig, without a wig, with their natural hair, and twist out, braid out, bantu knot out, all those styles in an afro puff, they can wear their hair anyhow they want and still feel beautiful as black girls. I really hope and wish as a mother that I would live to train them, grow them, and nurture them in that way so they can be able to pass that tradition down to their own children, so they can be able to not call their hair, taking care of their hair as a job, but they're gonna take it as a time of self-care, taking care of themselves, showing them their hair and themselves some love. That's important. And if we must change the whole perspective of the way people look at us black women, we ought to put effort in things like that, training our young girls in that area. I know there are a whole bunch of stuff that we ought to train them on, and I'm not forgetting that, train them to be educative and to train them and give them a better lesson in life. I pray we all continue to love ourselves, take care of ourselves, and most importantly, don't forget, put yourself or leave yourself to be a vessel for God to use. Allow yourself for God to use you as a vessel, as a tool, so that He can bless the life of the people that He has bestowed upon you. Don't let the tribulations of this life cloud your judgment or make you question your very existence. You have to be empowered and be strong. Try as much as possible. Do not give the devil a chance for you to lay back on the purpose that God has put for you to go through in this life. Make sure and please be encouraged, be empowered, be inspired, be motivated at all times, no matter what. You might be in that down moment, but do not stay there. Just get back up and try harder and harder every day. I hope you learned something from my story. I really grew my hair out so much, and my hair grew out. I grew my hair out for about 5 years, and you could see in this video right here, it grew out and it flourished. I did twist out, I did braid out, I did high puff. At one point I even had to color it honey brown. I did a lot of amazing stuff, and people would always ask me, what do you use on your hair? I just tell them I show my hair love, and I try as much as possible to cut down on the amount of products that I buy, because there's not a lot of product that can make a 4C hair to look good. It is what works for your hair. It is maintenance, making a routine that you stick to that can make your hair flourish. You could see here in this video where I'm really enjoying my hair, but later on life happens. My second daughter came in, Amira, and she took all my hair out. After I had my second daughter, I had postpartum shedding. That's another thing that so many women don't know, where after you give birth, or maybe during the time you're still pregnant, and you experience a whole lot of hair falls, where when you comb through your hair just starts falling out. And I lost a whole lot of hair at the front part of my hair right here. So I'm gonna link a video right here to show how bad it was. I tried to manage the middle part of my hair was still really thick, but the front part was really completely gone. I tried to manage it to let it maybe grow back, but it was not encouraging. So at one point, I remember in June, I just asked my husband to cut it low. I went bald again for the second time in my life. I just cut everything back really low. So I'm starting a new journey back again to see how if I can grow my edges back out and also grow my hair out. So I'll be experimenting a lot using all the DIYs that I've seen now on YouTube to see if it's gonna work or grow my hair back out for this year's, and as I start this channel. And I'm also gonna be sharing with you my tips on how I take care of my daughter's hair, Amaya and Amira. So I'll upload videos every Friday, every week. So I upload a video. So I would also be doing videos like reviews on wigs and lifestyle, maybe trying hauls for the girls and other stuff that you guys might be interested in to watch. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope my story really inspired you, and I pray that God gives us all long lives, and make sure you go on, start up that company you want to start up that channel you want to start up that career you want to start up, and go for that goal or that dream or that vision that you've always had, that thing, that small voice that always says for you to go for what your heart is beating for. Go for it, and you take that leap of faith like I have done to give this a try. And thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye guys. Alright guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like it, or thumbs down, comment, share with your family and friends, and it's free. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button right here so you get notified each time I post a video. I post videos every week, so support your girl and show some love. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.